What about, because I mean, if you say they destroyed, they're not paying enough attention to our educational system, the structure needs to improve, and then it certainly needs help. Let's look at some of the, should I call them groups or even religious bodies that can pass a message of national unity, the religious houses, the Christian, the Muslims. Are we helping any matter? Because if you go to some of those churches, or do I say mosques, do they portray that nationalistic messages? Do they encourage people to take that step? Or they just want to stay safe?
It was not always this way. Don't forget, we just celebrated, again, I'm going to make reference to the June 12 elections, where it was not about the religion or where you're from. Everybody, Christians, Muslims, atheists, they all rallied. And
that was then?
That was then.
What about now?
What has happened? Actions of those who have occupied these offices over time have sent the wrong signals. We're looking at the senseless killings. Just yesterday again, I saw we had the Commissioner of Police, Zamfara State Command on phone. Just to try to explain what is happening. These are, by the time these things are happening across Benue, across the Middle Belt, now it sends the wrong signal. And then when it is perceived that enough is not being done, just like it was when it was the case of the Boko Haram terrorist groups, terrorizing the Northeast, and it was believed that the president at the time, who was a Christian, didn't do enough because he arguably felt that, they're killing themselves. In the same way, it is also being argued that the current president, who is a Muslim, is feeling that, well, those who are being killed are predominantly Christians. Again, the body languages, the actions and inactions of those who have occupied leadership positions have not helped to galvanize the country in the direction of national unity.
We'll go to break. We'll come back and conclude this in a moment. Do stay with us. All right, we're winding down now. So in light of all you've said, how do you get people who can do something by getting into the fray, yet they don't get into it? They still give everything truly from a distance and just watch things happen. How do you get those kind of people to get in and play their role?
You see, I'd like to make reference to what I experienced as an undergraduate then at the University of Benin, when I saw how the university authorities began to influence the student government elections. We must say no. No to external influences. We need to wake up and say, you know what, not anymore. And I would like to harp on that. I was talking earlier how...
Yeah, but you can say no in several ways. One could be joining the political parties. You don't have to contest for elections, but you could be part of those who may take decisions as to who becomes what.
Certainly.
But many people are not doing that.
No, I think there's a lot happening. There are lots of first-time voters who are registering. Again, there's also a message being passed on the other side that is serving as a discouragement to lots of people. Oh, the elections have been concluded, many have planned to rig. There are more PVCs in the section of the country, so whether you collect your PVC or vote is really not going to count. In 2019 elections, votes will not count. We must find a way to change that narrative. Votes will count in 2019. I tell you, no matter who is planning what, when they see the tsunami coming from the young people, when they see us go out and support people we know can make a difference, and they see the numbers, and they know there is nothing they can do about it, they would have to align. Then the monies will come. I'm telling you, they'll begin to find a way to say, because it is clear, like it happened in France, it's clear that this person is going to get it. So we better find a way to align, because these guys are going to vote and defend their votes. The young people should make up their minds. We cannot be used for criminality anymore. Yes, they may try to impoverish the people and use poverty as a tool. Because, a friend of mine has argued that we don't have a democracy.
All right.
Because if people cannot feed, if they cannot have access to quality education, if they cannot have access to shelter, then you cannot say we have a democracy.
All right, a fine point to anchor. Sylvester Ebhodageh, publisher of National Daily Newspapers. Thank you for coming on today.
Always a pleasure.
That's the show as well. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next week. Happy holiday, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
those of the maker and do not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, and endorsement of Channels Television.